Hey everybody, welcome back. We are on the year 2022. I'm Dr. Hollywood, and let's go ahead and just jump right in and hear what the dream is about, do the interpretation, and then the overall message, because this is the only other dream that I had for 2022. So as you can see, I had 4 and then 1 and then 2, but after that this year, they suddenly start progressing, which is a big deal. And this is why I begin to think they become divine, because I'm like, wait a minute, I've been ignoring these messages. So let's hear.
And basically, this was shortly after I left working for this place, this homeless shelter. So anyways, so this was like 2 months after, and I remember having a dream where I was with a friend that I used to work with, and then another friend was just leaving. So it was a girl and her baby, and then a guy. And this news broadcast comes on the TV, and it's telling us that there's like a worldwide emergency, basically. But it's like, don't flee, stay in your house. Of course, when they tell you to do that, what's the first thing you want to do? Run, right? So, of course, that's exactly what we did in the dream. We were like, we need to get our shit and go. So, so all of a sudden, so then I know that I saw water, because we like lived on the water, but yeah, it was like really weird. Like if you look the other way, it was like sand, but not like water, sand on a water, like sand, desert sand, right? Kind of weird. There could be a place like that exists, who knows? So anyways, so we're leaving, and all of a sudden there's like this massive volcano, and it erupts. And when it erupts, like there's earthquakes everywhere, splitting the streets, water's coming up through the road, volcanic lava is coming up through the road, right? And I remember like being scared, right? And so then I guess like fast forward maybe, but then like I'm talking to like these other people that survived. I guess there was a lot of death, and I'm like, I know I had to ration food, so they were like showing me like, no, this is how you get it. Like people were working together, which is good, because you would think something like that everyone would be like chaotic, but it wasn't. They were like helping me ration food because there was a famine, right? And so anyways, then I remember looking, and there was like a boat. Like from the marina, it was like shipwrecked on the land. And then that was it. Like I went to Journey to get the supplies, and that was it. And I woke up. So I spent a lot of time interpreting this dream, because there's not a lot on some of the stuff that I saw, and I'll explain it to you here in a minute.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah, don't mind my candor. So the interpretation of the dreams have 2 meanings to this dream. Clearly, it's an indication of God's wrath that is to come. But from, just the research on the terminology and everything that I saw, basically, the one who loves has an important message for the countless multitudes. God's judgment is coming upon the sinful. God is angry. Anchor yourselves in the Word of God. So I do believe that this is a message for everyone, right? This was like an apocalyptic dream. And that's basically what I got out of it. Now, because so many of the landmarks and images that I got were literal, I could have been seeing a future event take place. I do not know exactly where this location is, but I do know that it was by the water, and it looked like desert sand. So I want to pay attention to the event specifically because it could really highlight a need for a real world crisis. There was disaster, there was famine involved, and a worldwide broadcast. So, or, a nationwide broadcast or whatever. Also, again, the location. So maybe somewhere desert-like, by a large body of water that would have boats. I know. You're like, that could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. But I got the sensation like Nevada type sand, like desert sand. So there can be that many deserts in the world next to water. Wherever it was, the boat was shipwrecked on the land. After the volcano erupted, it must have caused maybe some kind of tidal wave. I don't know. That's not what I saw, but I'm just guessing. So there are a couple Bible verses corresponding to the date. It did happen on October 10th, so we went to Jeremiah 10:10. That states, "But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God, the eternal King. And when he is angry, the earth trembles. Nations cannot endure his wrath." Excuse me. So this tells me trembles like earthquakes. Hosea 10:10 also had something that I thought may be of use. "When I please, I punish them. Nations will be gathered against them to put them in bonds for their double sin." So again, this is God talking. He is going to punish us. So just taking these messages, we are getting judged. Judgment is probably coming very soon. The overall message of 2022, putting both dreams together, is Jasmine, right? "I'm traveling down a dark path in a divided land, but where my path leads, I'll be forgiven for my sins. I stand between God's war and ungodly men, and I must choose a side. But I choose the wrong side, which brings evil upon me. The one who loves has an important message for the countless multitudes. God's judgment is coming upon the sinful. God is angry. Anchor yourselves in the word of God." So I would be one of those multitudes because clearly I choose the wrong side. Thanks for watching.